It's been a couple of days since we left Nick and Ula's house, the best hosts possible here on the coast of South Africa. And we drove an hour or so down the road, I don't even know how far, and we pulled off along a lagoon here amongst these beautiful mountains where the local fishermen come and do some day fishing, and looks like some people put their boats in here in the lagoon, and just a really pretty, peaceful place to wild camp. Everyone was kind. The locals were welcoming. Of course, we park a little bit back so we're not in the way of any fishermen that come down. But it was such a nice place that we stayed 2 nights. And got a little bit of editing done yesterday, walked the kitties. The views were just fantastic, but it is time to get these wheels back on the road. We are eastbound here along the southern coast of South Africa today, coming up on an area that I believe they call the Garden Route. So let's go see what we can get into today.
Every breath holds a moment, everyone a chance to take. You can see it if you close your eyes. We already know the way. Forever you and me, running wild and free, chasing down the sun. Oh, we've just begun. It's a winding road of all the places we will go.
So the road we've taken has pulled us off the coast, and we've actually kind of come into some rolling hills. And this is wine country, and this is also flower country. So they call this the Garden Route. But we've come in through these farms, and Nick told us, Nick was a farmer here, and Nick told us that all these yellow flowers that we're seeing, these big fields of yellow flowers, are canola. So they're made for canola seed and canola oil. And anyway, I think we've seen these throughout the world, but I don't ever remember seeing fields this vast. And so we're riding through these rolling hills of these yellow flowers, these canola fields, and the way it's kind of cloudy, the sun peeks through, and it is just amazing.
Well, and when Curt says canola, yes, this is what they make canola oil from. So these beautiful flowers are turned into oil somehow. I think the seeds is what Nick said.
Yeah, the seeds. And so also it's been a bit of wine country, although to be honest with you, in these rolling hills up here, they also grow wheat. They have cattle, but more than anything for livestock, we've seen sheep.
Yeah.
And of course, some of them are black-faced sheep and different kinds, but it is just a stunning area. And there are little patches of mountains in the background as well. But this is a stunning scenery in a contrast to the coastline that we just came off of. Big giant eucalyptus trees, small shrubby sage-like bush trees, and all sorts of flowers. So we are just having a gorgeous drive this morning.
She likes it too.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Me and you. Blue is the sky, like the color of your eyes. Blue is your heart. It's been like that from the start. Say you'll stay till the morning light. I'll help you through the fight. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Me and you.
As our life goes, we ended up on a little bit of an adventure road, which was certainly not the intent. And we kind of were just following the Google, and we looked out as we got through these roads and said, where is she taking us? And well, she kind of took us some kind of weird, odd way. The scenery's been beautiful, but it all of a sudden has gotten bumpy and bouncy. And yeah, it's an adventure road. That's all I can say.
morning. Do you know if there's a campsite around here?
It's right here.
Here? We go in here? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Turn around a little. Oh, he's opening it for us. That's nice.
Okay, cool. Thanks. This is my buddy, G Money. And G and I have been walking together, enjoying the outdoors for almost 16 years. Now, G Money is a Bengal, and he's been in 51 countries in the van with us. Now, he goes by a lot of different names. We call him, his real name is G Money. We call him G Money, G Mo, G Man, G Monster, Monster, Monster Man, Bubba, and Buddy. And probably a few more names, but probably most commonly I just call him G. Anyway, he's got his name because one of the spots on the side of his back is a rosette that's not closed completely, and it looks like a G. And one thing I want to share with you about cats is that cats, at least G Money, walks me. I don't walk him. And so I try to let him sort of explore the nature on his own. Now, if he's kind of heading in a wrong direction, I'll give him a little tug. And if he disagrees after a while, he'll just flop down and let me know, hey, man, I want to go this way. Now, he loves to munch on some grass sometimes, and he's pretty particular about the grass he munches on. But in addition to the grass, he also likes to chase little bugs, grasshoppers, mice, rats, squirrels, birds, and anything that's smaller than him. He also chases other cats away. And believe it or not, he's pretty shy. So when people come up and approach us, and believe me, he is a little rock star and a celebrity, and people come up, he kind of shies away from that. And you guys probably also know Vanna. She got a walk today, but she didn't get the camera. So today, just like me, you get to explore the great outdoors with my buddy, G Money. And guess what? G Money has smelled some rabbits. And now, one of the cool things about this is a farm stay. And there are plenty of places for me and this boy to explore the nature, listen to the birds, and check out new kinds of animals, farm life, and wildlife. No, you be nice, buddy. You be nice to those bunnies. No, you be nice. We don't eat bunnies. We don't eat bunny rabbits. We don't eat bunny rabbits, buddy. No. We have found another hidden gem. And I will tell you what, we are slowing down through this little piece since we left through Cape Town, taking it nice and slow. And we spent about 3 days at this little camp spot, this little farm spot. And I don't know if you can see here in the hood of the car, there's a little brown bunny. There's some white bunnies here. They're hiding under the car now. But anyway, the campsites were awesome. There was nobody here. Now, there's another van life couple here now, but there was nobody here most of the time. So the cats, me and G Money just walked around, and he found the rabbits, and oh, that boy was in heaven. But they've got goats, and they've got geese, and they've got loads of birds around here in the eucalyptus trees, and also all around us are all sorts of wildflowers. And the owner here, she has a manufacturing plant up the way, and they hire, they have about 50 employees, and they process the flowers from all around in this valley, and so they export them. So there's all sorts of beautiful flowers around us, and it's just a really nice place in the nature. The bathrooms here have nice showers and good toilets. And there's electricity here, which is really important because guess what, guys? Again, more issues. Our inverter went out. So for those of you who don't know what an inverter is, an inverter converts your power from DC current, which is your battery, to AC current, which is what you would use in your house typically. And so with that dead, our stove top and all of our outlets, 110, right, run on 110 volt AC current. Well, in Africa, South Africa, they're 220. Really, the rest of the world's 220. So getting an inverter is going to be really tough. Now, when we first had the issue, the stove wasn't working. There was a code on the stove. I checked it out. It said low power. And so I got to troubleshoot and got my tester out and tracked it down to the inverter. So anyway, the good news is there's a Victron distributor here in South Africa. There's actually several. And so they're going to be able to get us a 110 inverter, the one we need, Victron. So we'll be able to pick that up in several days in a city up the route named George. So between now and then, we have got what everybody in South Africa keeps telling us is one of the most beautiful routes in the world. And so right now we're going through flower country with loads of birds. We don't know what's next. We do know we're headed to the coast and we got a big surprise there. We got to stop and supply them and get groceries because we've just been hanging around here, working, enjoying, and eating. So it's time to go get some food at the grocery. Yeah, I think you can just turn around here, you like loop around. And so I told you that the owners here have a flower factory. So if here you can see some beautiful flowers in here. We saw them picking these purple wildflowers yesterday, and you can see there the green ones, and they're in milk crates sitting in these water baths. Let's see if we can go find out a little bit more about this place. So there's your 4 daughters.
Yeah.
And so you just continued the business.
Everyone started their own business. So on their own farm, with their own stuff.
What is it called again?
Sport is Banksia.
Banksia.
Yeah, it's a lot of different Banksias.
Oh, look at this.
They do them up like the
This is only for the local market.
Yeah.
We don't export for the local market. But all the fresh flowers, there's a lot of waste. So that's what I do. I decided, okay, to take the waste, we dry them, we color them, and put them like bunches. Otherwise, we have to
throw them out. Yeah.
So these are all colored then. This is not necessarily their natural color.
No, they're all colored.
So you dry them and then dye them.
Yeah, I want to
Spray 'em.
Oh, look. Look at those up above you over your left.
Yeah, that's called, it's everlastings. In Afrikaans, direct translation, it's 7 years, 7 jaartjies. It only lasts 7 years in the veld. After 7 years, they're starting to disappear. And then if the veld burn again, they come again.
Oh, that needs the field to burn. So these are all boxed up to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a woman here from China, and she couldn't believe this isn't artificial. It isn't handmade.
Yeah. I can see why she would think that.
This is what I
Coming
want to
from
show
China.
you. This is a fresh protea.
Yeah.
Okay, so we hang it, we dry it. Then you have several ways to use it. This is the same protea.
Oh.
It's dry, we cut it in half,
Okay.
and then we color it. And when it dies on the tree, when it's all brown, we also harvest it, and then we cut it like this.
Cut it all the way like that.
So this is all the same.
All the same
thing,
flower.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the other one is also protea, but
That's a protea?
this is a protea. It looks like this.
When it opens.
Yeah, it's not the same protea, but it looks like this. And you pick it when it's brown, and you cut off only the tip, and then it opens up like this.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
you're not only a flower farmer, you're a bit of an artist.
Definitely definitely crafty.
Yeah.
She's crafty.
Yeah, if you export any of this stuff,
Yeah.
it has to be a certain length.
Oh.
Must be 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters, 60, depends on the market. It must have like no spots on it. So you must
Grade all of it.
yeah. And as I say, all the unusable or second.
So it's pretty labor intensive. I suppose once you've done it for a long time, you're pretty natural, so you pick through them pretty quick. But still,
Yeah.
you touch every plant multiple times.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is true.
So who decides on the colors and all that type of stuff? Is that the buyers? Or do you say, look, this is what I have a new product here? Or how does that work?
Put a new bunch together, and you say, okay, this is
what we've got.
actually a new line.
Okay. I see the little pink in there.
Yeah, and then you just market the new bunch.
Just market a new bunch. So
This is also, it's the same, it's also Australia, it's also a bouncer, but it's different. You
Yeah,
can
it's
you can
better.
know it, recognize it in its leaves. You see it's got all this
Oh, different leaves. Yeah.
zigzag pattern in all the leaves.
Oh, it's still got the zigzags.
Zigzags, yeah.
That makes it be in that family of flower.
And that's it.
grow all the flowers that you put through the factory, or you cut them in other fields?
No. I lease a lot of fields.
You lease the fields.
20,000 hectares. All the farmers that don't use the fields, we pick the flowers. Okay, so this is all protea plants for next year.
Oh.
Yeah. All those that are brown and dead didn't get water. But in any case, this is a cutting, so we take a protea, cut a little piece, put them in the growing powder, and put, But it takes time. It takes like
A full
plus
year.
minus a year,
Yeah.
Isaac?
So in the States, at Halloween, you take hay rides.
Is it?
And you put a hay on a trailer, all the kids dress out asking for candy. It's a cultural thing, hay rides.
But it's in
Yeah.
October, so
Yeah.
it will be fall, and so pumpkin season, corn mazes. Have you smiling from ear to ear? We just had a good time of Mariki, which we are told is a very Afrikaans name.
She was so kind.
So kind, and she showed us how the flower manufacturing business works here, and it is fascinating, guys.
It was really cool.
And you know we like the farm life, and we are on a farm, and the farm tractor just packed us, and it's out in the field cutting hay, and maybe we'll see some Egyptian goose, not sure, but yesterday I saw them all over in the fields with the hay. So, well, we're heading out. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!